Before we get started, I wanted to thank you for purchasing this course. Together, we're going to crack open all of the tough and complicated bits of search engine optimization. But before we get started, let me share a couple of core concepts that will have a big impact on your success. I know how tough it is out there. SEO is terribly, brutally tough. And lots of people are getting rocked in the search engines. Even if you're doing things the right way, it's common to see your site at the top of the charts one day and then see it at page 3 the next, thanks to some goofy Google update. That kind of disappointment is common for anybody who works in SEO. There are always fresh updates, and competing in this field is always getting more complicated and more expensive. It's no wonder that more and more people are turning their back on the SEO game altogether. There are more and more people advising new entrepreneurs to stick to Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, anything at all to avoid the Google monster. But that means there's tons of traffic out there for people who are willing to get away from SEO trickery and build high-powered authority sites that will always bring in traffic, social shares, and genuine authority. So let's get started. Remember, there's a lot of knowledge out there, but don't get overwhelmed. Learn the basic steps and let it inspire you to take action. What does Google want? You probably already know that search engines are radically revolutionizing the way business is done online. The moment you set up a website and hang your shingle, you are announcing to the world that your store will be operational 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you manage to hang that shingle near the top of the search engines, the web can bring a steady flow of traffic and cash to your doorstep. How important are these guys really? If you haven't been into online marketing, or you've been focusing your energy away from SEO, then you probably don't have an idea how major search engines like Google are influencing how much money reaches your pocket. When you design your website professionally and host it, you need people to find it. A website does not work on its own to generate you some income. Rather, your income is largely determined by the number of people that visit your website every day. They don't even have to buy anything if you monetize your site the right way. Why is this critical? The page that's on the very top of the organic results for a given search query gets the lion's share of the traffic, usually up to 70% of it. And the returns get exponentially worse for each bot down the SERPs. Statistically, by the time your viewers reach page 2, you might as well not even exist. So it's no surprise that many internet marketers fight to reach the top of Google's pages, and they fight harder to stay there. A few years ago, it was very simple to attain that status. Marketers could engage in a little bit of keyword placing here and a bit of high PR link blasting there to make their sites search-friendly to search engines. Today, that's not very easy. But why is that so? Well, the sites that use these methods are usually smash and grab websites designed to get up as quickly as possible, rank as quickly as possible, and profit just as fast. And that means the content isn't all that great. Websites with boring, untrustworthy, and worthless content have serious negative consequences for Google. It only takes a few bad experiences for a frustrated user to turn to a competitor. And in the world of technology, it only takes a few years of poor performance to turn a juggernaut into a joke. The tech world is littered with humbled companies that once thought they were synonymous with the online experience. IBM, Apple, AOL, Compaq, even Microsoft have stumbled in recent years. Google is determined not to let that happen to them. The better the organic search results are, the more people will continue to use Google. The more people that use Google, the more eyeballs will be on Big G sponsored advertising. And for them, that is where the real money is. Google makes millions of dollars a year from paid search engine placement, and they won't hesitate to squash you like French grapes if they think you're getting in their way of their real business. Display advertising is the cash cow that allows them to invest in stuff like YouTube, Google+, Android, and a lot of other projects. Google emphasizes quality content in the hopes of making it easier for consumers to find relevant products and information online. But here's the thing. Google does not have the ability to distinguish good websites from bad ones. They just don't. You can ask the many honest webmasters who've had their sites punted down the SERPs, or the black hat guys who are raking it in even as we speak. Their technology is getting better, and there are human reviewers out there that help lighten the load, but the computers have no way of telling the good guys and the bad guys apart. That's why they're always adjusting the big computer, looking for ways to identify quality content as well as sites that are gaming the system. There's going to be an arms race between website owners whose highest priority is high ranking and a search engine that relies on rewarding content for as long as computers can't perfectly tell the difference between a good website and a bad one. So which side should you be on? It's complicated, and awareness is the best line of defense. There's nothing worse than working hard on a website, getting penalized, and not even knowing why.